What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder, once again, says that he's Team Ruiz all the way. He doesn't see Anthony Joshua beating Ruiz. He doesn't see it going any other way but Ruiz winning. He congratulates Ruiz for beating Joshua. He says, let's go Ruiz. Let's knock him out again. A lot of things that happen in Joshua's training camp can be misleading. They're not truthful about everything. And he says a lot of those things were created to throw Ruiz off his game plan. But Ruiz should do exactly what he did before and get him out of there. And then finally, we can have one champion, one face, one name. And that's Deontay Wilder. End quote. Now, I'm paraphrasing because he said a lot more than that. For Deontay Wilder to want Ruiz to win is typical. I think that it's politics behind the PBC and Al Heyman. I think that Deontay Wilder has turned into a corporate fighter, which meaning he would rather see someone from his banner or from his stable win versus the better man wins. I think that alone tells you that he wouldn't really want to fight a matchroom guy or a fighter from another platform unless it's Tyson Fury, because we know Tyson Fury is a part of ESPN. But me mentioning that now, Tyson Fury being with ESPN, that might have been one of the things that pissed Deontay Wilder off, simply because, Fury decided to sign with a rival competitor. See, if you are a corporate fighter like Deontay Wilder has turned into, you don't care. He's thinking more like Leonard Ellerbe or Al Heyman than a boxer or a fighter. Like look at Errol Spence. Errol Spence is the same way. I'm not fighting on ESPN. I'm not doing that. He has to come over here and fight on Fox or Showtime. See, that's a corporate mindset. Okay. What does that have to do with fighting the best? If the best fights on ESPN, you want to get a deal with that guy and you want to collaborate, networks so you guys can get it on. Why? Because that's the best fighters and the best fight to make between the two fighters. Not because of what stable you're on or what network you're fighting on. That's all irrelevant. But if you become, too political with it, like I feel Deontay is doing, because that's the only thing that I can come up with. Either that or he doesn't want to fight Anthony Joshua. Because see, here's the thing. If you see more of him speaking of Ruiz winning, that's who he wants to win, because that's who he would feel more comfortable fighting. He's already said it himself. I would rather fight Ruiz over Fury, because I noticed something about Deontay Wilder. Taller fighters give him problems. Even a novice fighter like Gerald Washington gave him problems for 5 rounds and was swelling his eye up pretty much and was beating this guy with a fucking jab. Why? Because of the style. The style that Gerald Washington was using. He was leading with his jab. He wasn't really following with his right hand like he's supposed to. He might have got Deontay Wilder out of there. I think he was afraid, but he was disciplined enough to use his jab. And the jab was working. And that gave Deontay problems. Not because Gerald is just a great fighter. It's because the style of Gerald. Okay? And that gave him problems. Someone like Joshua would give Deontay problems. Deontay knows that. That's why those fights are so hard to make, and it was just so difficult. And they moved the goalposts. He was scared, but then I'm turning down offers after offers after offers. It doesn't make sense coming from a person that's too scared to get in the ring with you, that's sending you offers. We've been through that. We've counterpunched that. That's like regurgitated mess. What I'm saying is, for Deontay Wilder to the present day wanting Ruiz to win, it's easier for him. He's accustomed to seeing shorter guys. He's better at fighting shorter guys. because Deontay Wilder is not a complex fighter. He has 2 to 3 strategies. And all of them resort into you knocking you out and him hurting you with the right hand. And either he's going to paw or give a light jab and a right hand, or he's going to paw and give a right hand, right? And that's pretty much it. He might every so often lead with his right hand, but you see that right hand coming, okay? But the thing is, he can throw it straight up the pipe. That punch is dangerous. But someone like Ruiz, like I told you guys, he can see what Ruiz is throwing. So Ruiz won't be able to do what he did to Joshua. Because the reason for that, Joshua is a guy that admires people like Mike Tyson. Joshua has a short man syndrome, actually. If you look at Joshua, there's been many times when McCracken had to tell Anthony Joshua, stop fighting like that. You're not Mike Tyson. You're not 5'10". You're 6'5", or 6'6", or however tall he is. I think he's 6'5", though. So he had to correct and had to retrain and instruct Joshua, don't fight like a short person. Because if you notice something about Joshua, he likes to get in there and throw punches like a shorter fighter. You know what I'm saying? So, but Deontay Wilder doesn't have that tendency. Deontay Wilder will fight you head up. So yes, it would be more easy for him to fight someone like Ruiz. For one, it would be easier. It would be more comfortable. He doesn't have to deal with Eddie Hearn and anyone else that's foreign or outside his circle. You know, and for two, that's an easier fight for him stylistically. Okay? And then he can dictate more. You know, he'll be able to dictate terms more than Ruiz. You see what I'm saying? Ruiz, but what I see, if Ruiz beats Joshua again, Deontay Wilder is going to be in for a rude awakening, because he's going to think he's going to come in. Well, look, I'm the cash cow. I'm the dude that is the most talked about. I'm the A side. And we know how that's going to go. And mark my words, if that happens, this is exactly what's going to happen. When they try to make that fight, Ruiz is going to be like, you know what? Unlike you two bozos, I was the one, me, to take that dive, to take that sacrifice, that chance to fight the unified champion. Therefore, I'm the unified champion. You got one belt, which is the WBC, which, what the fuck are they doing over there anyway? I've got the rest. I've got the other 4 belts. So what's going to backfire on Wilder, if Ruiz beats Joshua, Ruiz is going to want more money than Deontay Wilder. You know? Now, Deontay could be humble because he is working with someone that is on his side of the street and go 50-50. But if he tries to get greedy, they're going to have problems, because Team Ruiz is not going to fall for that shit. And mark my words, you guys remember this video. Okay? But Deontay Wilder would like to fight that fight for those 2 reasons only, one or the other. But it's sad to me, and I'm going to leave you guys with this, that you rival another fighter that much. You have that much animosity towards another fighter, which is Joshua. He's been talking shit about Joshua for the last fucking 2 years. But you never have seemed to get in the ring with him. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Deontay Wilder roots for Ruiz, says Ruiz is going to knock him out again. And he hopes Ruiz to win so they can have one champion, one face, one name. You guys tell me what you think about Deontay Wilder's statements. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.